Hi, my name is Carolyn Enting, Associate Editor of Mind Food, and today we're with Mike Murphy, Managing Director of Kokako Organic Coffee Roasters. Hi Mike.
Hi Carolyn.
Now, from the beginning your company has always taken a bigger picture view. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about your company and its beginnings?
Sure. So we were established in 2001 by a couple who lived in the Waitakere Ranges. It was the first organic coffee company in Auckland, so started out in Aotea Square. And Aotea is actually the name of our main house blend coffee. I've owned the business since May 2007 and have got a very big focus on sustainability, but also believe that you can't have sustainability without quality, innovation and focus on design.
Kokako are strong advocates for fair trade. How does it support the growers and what criteria do you have for sourcing the beans and the cocoa?
So we only deal with fair trade organic estates, and we pay a quality premium for our coffee as well. So we source from about 7 different origins. One of those is Papua New Guinea. In order to make sure that the fair trade premium that we pay goes through to the growers, I actually went to Papua New Guinea last year to one of the co-ops. It's called the Highlands Organic Agriculture Co-op, which is a bit of a mouthful, stands for HOAC. And the main premise for it for me was to obviously ascertain the quality of the coffee that we were buying, but also to make sure that the fair trade premium was getting through to the growers and their families. That's through things like better water supply and better infrastructure and roading for the communities. So I'm pretty happy to say that I was able to witness that and see it.
That's amazing. Is it what was it like being in Papua New Guinea? People always say it's quite a hair-raising place to visit.
It certainly is. You can, going there, you can see why it's not a touristy place. It's a beautiful place to be. My commitment to the growers when I was there is they said, Mike, we'd love it if you could tell our story. And unfortunately, a lot of the time you only hear the negatives about Papua New Guinea, but I always try and focus on the positives. And things like trying just to get to a village, it might take you 2.5 hours. What would normally take in Auckland a 15-minute drive would take 2.5 hours through muddy bogs and rivers and Toyota Land Cruisers. But to me, that's all part of the adventure, and it's all part of connecting with the grower, and that's a big part of our business.
That's great. So when they say telling their stories,
yeah.
What sort of stories did you witness or bring back from their coffee growing?
I think the main thing would be the respect for the grower. Coffee is often seen as a commodity, and you may be aware that coffee is the second highest traded commodity after oil. And so what I really want to do is be able to connect consumers with the fact that when they buy a Kokako fair trade organic coffee, they're buying something that has been grown with passion by someone in Papua New Guinea or in Mexico or Colombia. And it's really important that as a consumer that we remember that and we respect that and the journey that the bean has taken from crop to cup.
Now is it cupping at your local, at the cafe in Grey Lynn?
Yep. When we source our coffee from different origins, we're often obviously dealing with different grades and different crops depending on the season. And one of the things that we do is we cup, and we cup, it's the industry way of assessing quality and consistency and flavour in the coffee. And so we do it when we're making purchasing decisions, whether we're going to buy a certain crop. We also do it when we've committed to buying that crop and we're looking at whether a blend or a single origin may have changed, and that allows our roaster to adapt his roasting style to suit.
So this cold brew,
yeah.
Tell me about it. It's really, really tasty.
Pretty proud of this product. So I was inspired a few years ago. I was in Portland, Oregon in the United States, and I bought a cold brew from a local grocer. Walked along the street, it was pretty hot, and the flavour was amazing. All it was beautifully roasted coffee, steeped for 8 hours in cold filtered water. No bitterness, a lot of cacao and quite amazing fruity flavours coming through, and I was determined to bring it back and bring the concept back to New Zealand. It's also quite big in Japan, so what I did is we've taken our Aotea blend, which is our house blend, we steep it for 8 hours and then we bottle it, and there's no heat involved in the process, which means that you have less acidity and some pretty amazing flavours coming through.
It's incredible, great refreshing summer drink, and
it's perfect
when you need that coffee hit.
Yeah. So no preservatives, and it's all natural as well. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're pretty excited about it.
So what are your future aspirations for the brand?
Personally, I'd really like to be able to spend more time at origin. I'm really proud of the fact that we buy a premium quality organic fair trade beans from cooperatives around the world, but really like to be able to have a more meaningful connection with those growers. So obviously being able to visit them is great, but often time commitments mean that you can only spend a week or two at origin. I'd like to be able to spend a little bit more time at origin. I'd like to be able to spend some more time working with some of the NGOs like Fair Trade on some of the systems and development work that they do on the ground, and that would allow us to be able to tell an even better story and connect those growers with consumers.
How as a company does Kokako practice sustainability?
It's embedded in our DNA, so we will always be championing ethical procurement. It would be great for us to have a closer relationship with some of those growers at co-ops, and you can't be a leader if you don't lead with quality and innovation, but you can lead with quality and innovation and back that up with sustainability.